a lot of people talking about this next story out of Washington, the Supreme Court's decision to end affirmative action in college admissions. There's a new ABC News Ipsos poll that finds a majority of Americans, over 50%, approve of the high court throwing out race as a factor in whether to admit students. 32% disapprove of the decision. 16% say they don't know, aren't sure. Niall Stanage, White House columnist for The Hill, joining us right now. Niall, always good to have you with us. Is it that those who approve of the ruling believe affirmative action has done its job, has seen its day, and we've made progress?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. I also think that is just one of the issues that are legitimate arguments against this kind of affirmative action program. And there's nothing dishonorable about making those arguments. You know, the idea that in certain cases it has the effect of discriminating against Asian American students, the temporary issue that you mentioned, the idea that does it in some ways actually undermine Black students in particular? Do they get sort of seen as affirmative action recruits? There are all these legitimate arguments against it. So not that surprising that we're seeing that big poll number backing the Supreme Court's decision. And
a lot of people would say that the arguments that you just raised are antiquated. And they look at the breakdown of cities all across America with African-American leadership, African-American mayors, African-American police chiefs. Here's the breakdown, though. A poll recently finding 75% of Republicans, 58% of independents approved of this ruling, striking down affirmative action. Democrats, only 26% of them agree with the decision. Do you think that this party stands to gain by campaigning on a platform that conservatism is jeopardizing the equality that America is founded on?
Not on this issue. I mean, this issue seems to pretty clearly favour the Conservative and Republican side. People have drawn on the left some comparison between this affirmative action ruling and the striking down of Roe v. Wade. That seems completely wrong to me. I mean, the striking down of Roe v. Wade was broadly unpopular. This Supreme Court decision is broadly popular. I think Democrats would be very ill-advised to make a big political issue of this because I think it would backfire from an electoral standpoint.
You know, we're looking at a lot of data here, so I have another number to throw out. The poll finds only 25% of Black Americans supported the court's decision, 1 in 4. And yet Black voters increasingly are kind of fed up with President Biden. There's a lack of enthusiasm. So could this be an issue that reinvigorates support within the party for President Biden as he runs for the White House again?
Maybe, but there are two ways of looking at that. One is, do Black voters blame Republicans and the Conservative justices for this, and does it therefore sort of fire them up to vote for Democrats in future elections? That is certainly a possibility. But the other possibility is that it actually deepens that sort of disenchantment that you're referring to, particularly in tandem with the student loans thing. Do people just think, well, President Biden or the Democrats promised us these things and they're not going to happen? You would argue maybe it's not Biden's fault, it's Republicans and Conservatives who are opposing it. But it could, I think, sap the enthusiasm even further, too.
Yeah, and also these are polls. A lot of times we don't really have the full picture until we actually see the election results. Niall Stanage, thank you as always. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.